Hello, good morning. Today is 2022, July 26th, and I wish to explain the step-by-step guide and also my own journal on how I succeeded in uploading my first Kivy code to the Apple App Store. It's a very difficult project for me, and then I got it accepted for review, of course, but I don't think that will be any problem for the review procedure, and that will be published to the App Store very soon. Um, the the method is actually not that easy. That need to have the Xcode and also the App Store Connect. First, maybe App Store Connect first. Okay, you go to the App Store Connect, then you have to open my app and register your new app. Of course, I got it registered already. Otherwise, you have to press the buttons here for the new app. In the App Store, there's a lot of questions you have to answer, and some of them are very difficult. The most time-consuming is to make all the display images. You just place your images on a desktop and move to it. It will be okay, but there is a strict requirements on the dimensions, and that you have to consult, the Apple's instructions for what is the pixels that required. And basically, I have two iPhones. One an iPhone 8 that's for 5.5 display, and I run my code in my iPhone X, and I just capture by pressing the home button and the side button, and that will have that captures, and I upload it here and make the pixel dimension correct, and I can paste into it. An iPhone 6.5 inches, I have an iPhone 11, and that do the same thing, and I didn't cut it part, but I accepted. Okay, minimum is 3, I think. Can put up to 10, but as a minimalist for this first learning app, I didn't do too much. An iPad Pro, then I use in my Xcode, in my project. Where's it? Xcode. Yeah, now open Xcode. You can go to here, okay, download my project. It's very nice that after the tool chain in the Kivy app, kivy-ios module, that can convert everything into Xcode. And that Xcode, although I know nothing about programming and the code in Apple. I call Shift something. I don't know, but I use the Kivy, and it will convert everything for me and answer all the questions here. Very good. Then here you can take the simulator using the iPad and then run it. Then I can capture the screen and put into my here. Capture the screen and then paste to here. Okay. I will come back to the Xcode version, and I will go back to Safari here. Okay, that is for the version. And promotion tag, just write some nice statement, description, keywords. Support URL, I've already a YouTube on this some days ago. The version, I will put up 1.5 now, because I made a lot of trial and the version is going up. Marketing URL, know it. Copyright, I don't need any copyright, but just write something for, I don't know. Here also, all the optional I didn't do. Here, app clip, all optional, I don't know. And that build is very important. Initially, you will never see that plus sign because uploading is unsuccessful. There's been a lot of trials and errors, and finally I got a plus sign. It means I can select the build and then submit for review. I will do this later. The rest is most. I'm a newbie. I hope they would have a more lenient review on my app. The rest is just easy. So the most important thing now is Xcode. In Xcode, after you have successful in the simulators, as shown in my earlier videos, and they're successful in those, so they can go to the final one, then you put any iOS device, ARM64, and then you go to product. Before that, you have to make sure that all these, some very important issues. Issues doesn't matter, it's not errors. Come to here and go to this folder, go to resources, image, and you have to add the app icon. You can see it's really a hard work. I do all the things here for different. If you there's the mentioning of the pixel that's required, 60, and this one, the largest one, 1024. Then you make all this kind of app image and then the icon and put it on desktop and push it here. Okay. So there's a lot of things to fill in, but that is the most important. The rest also a lot. You have here, it's really difficult. Yes, you fill in general, sign in, resource info, build settings, everything. Most of them are default, but some of them are important. For example, the info list, you have to explain, and also you have to make a launch screen. Yeah, that's important. Otherwise, it will give you an error. And also, you have the info list to explain why you're using the module for camera and so on, the recording that is very sensitive, and you explain why you have such a module in your program, in your code. When everything is okay, then you go to Product Archive. Then you have to wait a bit. There's no choice, you have to use the MacBook for that. Although I develop everything in Linux, by the way, the Debian, but you need a MacBook for uploading to App Store. There's no choice. So I have this very used computer. I use a very old MacBook, but it works. Now the build succeeded. Then, I've made a lot of trial and all the fail, and now I got it done. So you can distribute the app. Distribute the App Store Connect, okay? You can either upload directly or export. I would choose export because that you have the IPA file. In between, I think that's more flexible. Okay, then upload. Automatically manage the signing. Maybe with the latest MacBook it'd be much faster, but this one I think more than 10 years old computer and it waits a long time. Okay, so you got all the information here, you export. I would like to export the download, or if you don't download, you can use desktop also. Okay, but download, export to it. Then that's done. Then what? You go to find the export. What the name to call it? Importer. Oh, I forgot my name. then it's okay to go back to go back to here in the build, upload tools. Yeah, transporter is the name. Um, so go to Spotlight transporter. Then the transporter will sign in. Then I've made already several uploads, but you can find the latest one at the plus sign here and download. That's the latest download for today. And at this one and open, and that's it. Then you can press deliver. Okay, deliver that means upload to this one. But for me, I don't think it will be successful. But because I made the same, I don't know. I try because I should change the version number now. The 1.4, 1.4. But anyway, I try. If no, that's okay because actually it is the same thing. The procedures is like that. Just change the version number if you're not successful. So it's no big deal. Why did I make so many upload yesterday? Because it won't give you the error. That is the big problem in Apple Store because they didn't give you an error here. They say successful, but actually not. They will only tell you the reason via email. So I got an email many hours later, and I know that there was something wrong with the info list that I have to explain why I use the camera. Then I explained that I didn't use it, so then it was accepted. So, here it failed because, you know, um, I shouldn't use iPad. So that's okay. I go back to Xcode and I deselect the iPad version. That will be okay. Okay, so no big deal. I know how to handle it. Anyway, that experience is really useful. And after successful, you will press here. Okay, select the build. You press here, find the build. Build to 1.4. I don't know which was the latest, but I think 2 was the latest. I press here, and I'm done. Export compliant information. Does your have encryption? Yes. No. Done. So now you stand for review, and should be after a few days. Should be I don't know how long is it. My first app, but I think now so far so good. No, oh yeah, an error. I don't know. No, I don't think there's any error because already sent for review. So I think everything will be okay, and then I would wait for a few days. Now no error anymore. I think add for review. Enable add for review. The item below requires start. You must choose the build. Oh, the build haven't chosen yet. Select the build. Add the build here. Okay. Now, successful. Submit the app review. Yeah, it has been submitted for that review. Okay, so far so good. And so I just wait for a few days and I would have my first app created using Kivy, using nothing of the Apple code, and to be published in the App Store. Okay, thank you for listening to this sharing experience. I hope that will be useful, and if they're successful, I will continue to make more, and not only one of my exercise app, and but I think so far so good, and there's numerous of hurdles in between, and I can overcome them. I thank very much for all the help and the internet that I search for, and I solve every problems one by one. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.